When humanity looks back on this era in 100 years, or maybe 50, or maybe even the next few years, this generation will be known as the absolute dumbest generation ever to walk the face of the earth. And it's because we collectively decided to curb stomp common sense in the name of people in white coats and a piece of paper that says, I'm an expert.
Was the Pfizer COVID vaccine tested on stopping the transmission of the virus before it entered the market?
Did we know about stopping immunisation before it entered the market? No. We had to really move at the speed of science.
Because we wrapped ourselves in a blanket of fear starting in 2020, we bought everything the so called scientists told us. We bought everything that was on the news networks. Remember the graphs these channels constantly plastered on the screens that counted the latest COVID deaths? Here's one where Anderson Cooper has the names scrolling.
Good evening. As we come on air, 199,816 people in this country have been killed by coronavirus. Some of their names are on the screen you see next to me. That number from Johns Hopkins University will rise. On average, about 800 people are dying every day. So within hours, perhaps within this hour or the next several hours, it'll cross 200,000.
They tugged at our emotions, and in turn, not only did the media and politicians and social media companies try to squash dissent, we the people worked on their behalf to keep society in line.
Well, I was on the board of my kid's school during COVID. I wanted a harsher lockdown policy, and in retrospect, I was wrong. The damage to kids of keeping them out of school longer was greater than the risks.
But there were those who, including well-respected scientists, well, at least they were before the pandemic, trying to warn us that something wasn't right. The warnings of these shots were out there, though that information was swamped by the big pharma-funded corporate media. But through all the censorship, all of the character assassinations, some of us opened our eyes to the fact that our trusted leaders were telling us lies. Absolute garbage. And of course it was. And this is why we are the dumbest group of people to walk this earth. We have all the information known to man at the palm of our hands, and we couldn't figure out that maybe it wouldn't be the healthiest thing to jab a technology most of us had never heard of before, speaking of the mRNA technology, to inoculate us from a virus, a type of virus that had never had a successful vaccine for it, speaking of coronavirus, and jabbing it in our arms after less than a year when a vaccine for a novel virus should probably take at least a decade. Does this sound about right? And for all the Trump sycophants out there, trust the plan. He claimed Operation Warp Speed as his baby, even as his biggest supporters warned him about the dangers of the Pfizer and Moderna shots. Even in 2021, it was obvious that these shots weren't what they were sold to be, yet he still tried to hype it.
But look, we did something that was historic. We saved tens of millions of lives worldwide. We, together, all of us, not me, we got a vaccine done, 3 vaccines done, and tremendous therapeutics like Regeneron and other things that have saved a lot of lives. We got a vaccine done in less than 9 months that was supposed to take from 5 to 12 years. Because of that vaccine, millions and millions of people, I think this would have been the Spanish flu of 1917, where up to 100 million people died. This was going to ravage the country far beyond what it is right now. Take credit for it. Take credit for it. What we've done is historic.
But now he seems to have changed his tune. On August 27, 2025, the White House fired the CDC director Susan Monarez after she refused to resign, and a few other top officials quit. This is on the same day that the administration announced new limits on who can get the latest approved round of COVID vaccines in the U.S. The White House spokesman said in a statement to NBC News, Susan Monarez is not aligned with the president's agenda of making America healthy again. On September 1st, Trump posted on Truth Social that It is very important that the drug companies justify the success of their various COVID drugs. Many people think they are a miracle that saved millions of lives. Others disagree. With the CDC being ripped apart over this question, I want the answer, and I want it now. I have been shown information from Pfizer and others that is extraordinary, but they never seem to show those results to the public. Why not? They show me great numbers and results, but they don't seem to be showing them to many others. I want them to show them now to CDC and the public and clear up this mess one way or the other. I hope Operation Warp Speed was brilliant as many say it was. If not, we all want to know about it and why. Thank you for your attention to this very important matter. Who knows how this turns out? But finally, Donald Trump seems to have some doubts creeping in about these shots. Finally. So what memories do you have about these shots? Do you think these shots were, as they said, safe and effective? Or are they the death shot? Leave your response in the comment sections and don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, so long everybody.